Hey guys, welcome to Pajama Let's Play. I'm Michelle, host of Pajama Let's Play, where we talk all things Kingdom Hearts. Today, I'm going to be going over the new Strelitzia information from the most recent update and seeing if she's actually Subject X after all. But before we get into that, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. You can also follow me on Twitch, check out my Patreon. All of those links are in the description box down below. Again, I will be covering the newest Union Cross updates, so make sure to watch those first and then come back to this. Also, before we get too far into it, once I unlock that community tab at 1,000 subscribers, I'll be going back to doing live streams. I plan to do theory crafting where I pick a topic and we can all try to crack it together. I can pull up cinematics, secret reports, and whatever else we need, edit it down to its best parts, and upload it to the channel as a theory video. I'm also considering stealing the trivia night idea from the Super Carlin brothers, linked here, who do that for the Kahoot app for Harry Potter, Last Airbender, and all sorts of other great series. There will be polls to see what y'all want to do and when, but in the meantime, please comment below if you're interested in this, and tell me what days and time frames work for you. Like, are you an evening, weekend, mornings, whatever works for you, so I can start to plan these things out. Okay, back to Strelitzia. So let's take a quick look at this new bit of information we found out. So, assuming Chirithy had that correctly, and that is in fact Strelitzia, that means she is the true dandelion, and actually it does make a lot of sense. First, the logic. Brain suggests Strelitzia's data got transferred into the datascape, which would be how Luxu was able to recover her. We saw him lead her to the Ark, and last month we saw him actually put her in the broken lifeboat, though this was in the real Daybreak Town, not Data Daybreak Town. Although, for him to escort her through a perceivable area means he did collect her in the datascape. To clarify, Luxu found, I assume, Strelitzia in the datascape, put her data into a vessel or something, put that vessel into a lifeboat before Maleficent gets to it, sends her as the true dandelion to the real Daybreak Town. In the real Daybreak Town, we don't know if Lauriam and company actually made it through yet, because Darkness mentioned all of the masters were gone, not the wielders. He puts the true dandelion into the lifeboat and the scene cuts out, leading the audience to assume that Luxu sent her off from there. Again, let's assume this is Strelitzia. Let's also assume Brain does find a way to pull everyone out of the datascape and back to the real Daybreak Town. We already know the world will transform into Scala ad Caelum, just like Radiant Garden / Hollow Bastion, and the Land of Departure / Castle Oblivion. And I'll make a new video about the Ark with this updated information. Strelitzia clearly doesn't interact with any of the wielders, so Lauriam's going to go crazy. So what happens to her? Here's my theory. I believe Strelitzia, as the true dandelion, will be sent to the future, where Luxu will be ready to receive her at Radiant Garden as Breg. I believe she will find her way there, he will ensure she has a body, and he will keep her in the basement with the other test subjects to protect her. I now believe Strelitzia is Subject X, which honestly I thought many years ago, but you know, she died, so that pretty much ended that line of thinking. But now, I'm with the rest of the community wondering how many of our failed theories are actually still possible if these are the type of twist Nomura is going to include. So let's take a quick look at the dandelions and if Strelitzia would even be a good fit for the true dandelion. First, there's not a specific scene that explains what dandelions are, but rather bits here and there throughout Union Cross and back cover. We know they are the wielders that will not fight in the war, they are exceptionally pure-hearted, and they don't worry about loyalty to their unions. That fits Strelitzia. Not only does she fit each of those points perfectly, she does everything in her power and dies for Player to be recruited and saved. She didn't know Skuld was already working on that, so she became obsessed with saving Player. Why? I still have no idea, but it's what she did. When she was taken out by darkness/Ventus, she didn't focus on that as much as the lighter aspects of her life. Her heart went to Laurium in a dream to tell him what had happened, so she's clearly gifted with messaging and magic. And she was intended to be a union leader, until it was stolen from her. I think that qualifies to be the most selfless and purest of all of the dandelions. She only cared about the dandelion mission and recruiting those she felt worthy. And could she be Subject X? What little we know is found in the secret reports of Kingdom Hearts 3. Subject X is definitely female and only remembers 4 friends and a key. This could be Ephemerskold, Player, and Chirithy, or some other vague combination. She had her own party and friends outside of her obsession with players, so really, this could reference anything. She also says a bit about her heart being her guiding key, so she's clearly from Union Cross. And finally, she says Xigbar rescued her, so it's clearly someone he feels responsible for, and is likely vital to the Master's plan. That could absolutely be Strelitzia, or whomever the true dandelion turns out to be. So what do you think? Was that actually Strelitzia? Could she be Subject X? Tell me all about your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and check out my Patreon, all in the description box down below. Until next time.